Speaking of upcoming games, one of the few games to look forward to this year is an indie title known as Spelunky 2. And for those who don't know, the Spelunky series has been around since 2008, the year that it started. It first appeared on Microsoft Windows before it was ported to Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and the PlayStation 4 between 2012 and 2014. It was developed and published by Massmouth LLC and created by Derek Yu. It's a game that looks so rich in terms of graphics, and the gameplay looks like something that many people who are fans of, I guess, roguelike, Metroidvania type games would probably be a fan of. So basically it has that, retro look and retro feel with modern day, visuals and graphics, which is something that's interesting. One of the biggest differences in Spelunky 2 that will, separate it from the original game is the fact that, the level design is different in the sense where each level will have second layers that will allow players to travel back and forth through the level, which adds more, I guess, a little bit more realism to the game, and it definitely counts as, improved in-game mechanics overall. So that's definitely something that's worth checking out. And speaking of platform titles, or roguelike platform titles, Spelunky 2 is basically one of those games that could definitely, put that genre, back on the map, because the original Spelunky game was really popular. In fact, a lot of people didn't think Spelunky 2 was going to be a thing shortly after, the original game came out back in the late 2000s. So who knows? When the game comes out sometime this year, it'll be interesting to see how popular, Spelunky 2 is, whether or not it'll, have more success in your original game, and basically what's going to be priced at. So we do know that Spelunky 2 is definitely going to be something that's going to appear on Steam. As far as whether or not it's going to appear on, multiple game consoles, and it would be nice if it did, similar to how it did back in the early part of this decade. If it appeared on, I don't know, the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch, that'd be awesome. But we do, it is most likely it's going to appear on the PlayStation 4, because the original, Spelunky game appeared on multiple PlayStation consoles back in 2012 to up to 2014. So it'll be interesting to see how big this game gets following its release this year. But, as we progress through the year, hopefully we'll learn more about the game in relation to its release date and its price.